back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And if you're new to my channel, please do me that favor and press that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So I've got another video for you guys, which is this. Today I decided to answer some of these questions. Well, I think it's just one question really, in regards to crime in the Gambia, because few people have actually sent me emails or in the comment section asking, Rene, is it really safe in the Gambia? Like, what's the crime rate? Is Gambia really safe? And I'm thinking, yes, it is. As far as I'm aware, Gambia is safe. You don't really hear like serious crimes, like people shooting each other, people killing each other on streets and stuff like that, apart from these petty crimes, which I'm going to go through with you guys, and so that you guys can fully understand crime in the Gambia. And when we say, oh, there's crime in the Gambia, or there are some sorts of crime, or keep yourself safe while you're in the Gambia, what we actually mean by that. Because I don't think a lot of people do know what they should be expecting when it comes to like crime in the Gambia, and how to actually carry yourself and keep yourself safe. So this is what I'm just going to highlight. So it's going to be a quick and easy video, so hopefully you guys can learn something from this. So what I would actually say to you guys is that the first thing is respect. I know on most of my videos I always say this. I know in most of my videos I always say this: respect, respect, respect is the key. But Gambia really deserves this respect, because as far as the African nation is involved, respect is something that you should always remember when going to Africa, and especially Gambia. I'm talking about specifically because it's my country and I know so much about it. So I know that in every single country that you go, whether it's Africa or any other country, respect, it's something that you always need to remember, you know. So but when it comes to Gambia, it's something that you always have to remember, that you have to respect the people. When it comes to things, animals, human beings, just respect, you know. Sometimes when people try to, you know, be some type of way, then we all know you have to react to it. So no one is perfect. But I'm just saying, just be yourself. Just be respectful to everyone. In regards to, is Gambia safe? Yes, it is. Gambia is trouble-free. Trouble-free, easy and safe. So safe, guys. So there's nothing for you to worry about when it comes to, you know, huge serious crimes, like, oh, someone is going to stab you because you're from, you know, the UK or anywhere in Europe, or you're a stranger, so they know that, oh, this person has money, so I'm going to shoot that person or stab that person and take everything that belongs to them. No, you will never experience something like that. But always remember this: there are petty crimes in the Gambia. And when I say there are petty crimes in the Gambia, just because Gambia is the smiling coast of Africa doesn't mean it's so peaceful. Because I use that word a lot, that Gambians are peaceful, the country is peaceful. That's why we're the smiling coast of Africa, because we smile a lot. It's safe to travel to Gambia. You don't have to worry about anything, but always remember that Gambia do have petty crimes. So when I say Gambia do have petty crimes, guys, I'm looking down because basically I've got my notes on my laptop, so that's why I'm looking this way. So we do have petty crimes in the Gambia, things like petty street crimes. So sometimes you might see like just boys or men fighting about something that is not even necessary to fight for. So you might see that while you're in the Gambia, and you can ask people, what's going on? And they will just tell you exactly what those people are fighting. And also things like pickpockets. You need to be careful. When you're in the Gambia, when you're actually in a public area, you always need to be mindful of your bag. I will never advise anyone to have a backpacker, because I will never advise anyone to have a backpack if you're going somewhere public. They can easily open that bag and you will have no idea what's going on, because your mind is not going to be there and you don't have an eye behind to know what's going on. So it's always important that you have a bag right in front of you so that you know what's going on when someone touches that bag. It's very important. That's something that you should always remember. Theft in crowded places, expected. Don't hold your phone about, I'm gonna do selfie in public, like in the market and stuff like that, because people are so quick at nicking that, like taking it off and then disappear. That's it. You won't see them because it's so crowded. You will not know who it is. You might just see that person within a second, like within a blink of an eye, that person is gone. So you always need to be mindful. Don't have your phone in public, like showing people, yes, I've got an iPhone 11 Pro, because trust me, what's going to happen next, you won't like it. You'll be crying. And your valuables, I think I've mentioned this in some of my videos. Valuables always, like your passport. Why would you want to walk around with your passport? Why would you want to walk around with huge amounts of money in your bag? You know, you might even drop it. You know, something could happen. You might put your purse down and then get up and not take your bag with you because you had so much going on at the same time. So always remember that when you're in the Gambia on holiday, always remember that if you don't need something, don't take it. Just leave it, you know, in your hotel. Make sure that you have a safe that you can actually put all your valuables in, and make sure that your key is with you at all times so that no one can break in. Not saying that people will break in the hotel, but you can never tell. When you're at the beach. In Gambia, if you visited Gambia, you will notice that most of the beaches have hotels, restaurants, bars, pubs. You know, it's always lively. And in those areas, there will always be like police officers, securities, you know, just patrolling around. So if they see like bombsters and stuff like that, or people that are not supposed to be around that area to harass tourists, they will basically kick them out of the area and tell them to leave. So you will see that, you will get to know that you will always feel safe and not being harassed when you're within those areas, like the Kololi area, the Senegambia, like beach, hotels, and like Senegambia Strip, basically, Bakau area and stuff like that. Those areas, they have beaches, beautiful beaches, hotels and stuff like that. So securities, police will always be around to patrol to make sure that tourists are safe. However, that doesn't mean that you should take your valuables with you when going to the beach. Because even if someone didn't steal them, you might lose them. Do you know? You might drop it because you're going to the beach. The sand is too much. Like expensive jewelries, expensive, you know, rings and stuff like that. If you drop them, it's going to be hard for you to find. So always remember that. Leave, you know, valuables back in your hotel. And also remember that if you're not going to any of these beaches where there's like securities and like police officers patrolling, you are basically putting yourself at risk. Because if it's not like a tourist area, you will not find securities there and police patrolling. So some beaches in Gambia don't have any of that because they don't even have hotels and stuff like that, or bars and restaurants and stuff. So it's just you and other people around that area. So someone might basically pickpocket. The stealing will be too much there. And also like these petty crimes might be there as well, because there's nothing to basically protect you as a guest. So always remember that if someone says to you, let's go to the beach, ask them what beach, you know, and always make sure that you know where they're taking you, because some of these places don't have none of that. Fraud and scamming is kind of like the same thing, but it's not only in Gambia, but fraud has become something common worldwide. It doesn't matter where. But it has become so common in Africa, well, everywhere basically. But I'm concentrating on Gambia. If you're in Gambia, if anyone that you see that wants to do business with you, please be careful. Make sure you know the person. You truly, truly know the person. before you get into like investment in a business with them, because you never can tell what could happen. So it's very, very important that you don't let your guards down, because this person is telling you they've got proof of it, like the whole business plan, the whole layout, you know, they've done it with someone else, and just look at the outcome and everything. You're like, whoa, I can be making thousands within a year or within 6 months, you know, and then bang. No, don't do that. Always make sure that where you put in your money worth it, and it's basically reliable. And it's very important when you say, okay, you believe the person, you believe the whole thing because they've shown you so many proofs, you want to basically carry on with it. That's fine, you can, but get a middleman involved. And when I say get a middleman involved, hire a lawyer. Whatever happens, your lawyer will actually fight for you. Sign documents, legal ones. Get your lawyer to look into it for you. That's the best way to keep your money safe. If anything happens, you know where to find this person, you know where to go, you know where to find help. That's all I'm saying when it comes to fraud in the Gambia. And also, never trust anyone that you find on the internet requesting for help. Never ever, because a lot of people have been contacting me regarding, oh, Rene, this person in the Gambia has contacted me for help. It's shameful that Gambians are actually doing this, but it is happening. People in Gambia requesting for help from people in the diaspora. They don't have food, they don't have money, they don't have this, they don't have that. I put my hands up. You can help, but just be careful, because it could be fraud. That's all I'm saying as well. Scamming does happen everywhere as well. Just like I say, scamming, it's basically similar to fraud. These are the only type of crimes you will find in the Gambia. But scamming, it's a huge thing in the Gambia. I'm not even gonna lie. People can come up with whole different stories to basically get your money, especially tourists. But the most common one is when they offer you weed. When they want to be friends with you and say, come to my house, I have weed, we can smoke weed. They know you're a tourist, they know you're a guest, they know you have money with you. So be careful, watch out. People can try to be friends with you, try to make you see them as your brother, as their brother or sister or whatever, and they know that you love smoking weed. I did mention about the island, the weed island, so I know most of you want to go there. But you will find some Gambians that would actually, not even Gambians only, but people that live in the Gambia as well, residents that are from different countries but live in the Gambia. But because we're talking about Gambia, so I'm just going to say Gambians. Gambians that are actually in the country, if you go to Gambia, they will know you're a guest. And the way you portray yourself, they will know whether you have a lot of money with you or not. Some wouldn't even know, but because you're a guest or tourist or you've just relocated to the Gambia, they will want to take that advantage and take everything from you. So this is basically a scam. So someone will offer you, because you've smoked weed with them, you know, you've bought weed a couple of times, maybe in the beach, maybe at the beach, or maybe you guys have gone somewhere, you guys have been smoking weed, oh God. And you just think, oh, this is like my bestie when it comes to smoking weed. And they know that if I offer this person weed to come to my house and smoke a whole lot of weed, they will definitely come. And what they will say to you is that, come to my house, let's smoke weed. The family, everyone is welcoming you, you know, we're going to cook, we're going to have it nice and everything. They're playing smart with you, most of them, because what might happen is that they've actually bribed a police officer to actually wait in the house, or maybe hide somewhere, or maybe give them a specific time for them to come in while you guys are smoking that weed. If a police officer or police actually come to that house while you guys are smoking weed, they will find that Gambian, but just know that yours will be even more. They might actually request you to pay huge amounts of money for them to let go of you. This is also another petty crime, so be careful of that. If police get involved, you would have to pay because you were smoking weed in someone else's house, because you got invited, you got carried away, because you're a guest, you don't know what's going on. That's another scamming, because that police officer was bribed. Bribery does happen in the Gambia. So this is all to keep you guys safe. If someone is offering you to go to their home, just know what you're going there for. And if it's to smoke weed, just be careful. We're all adults. I don't need to tell you what to do and what not to do. But this is caution. Be careful whilst you're in the Gambia, because this can ruin your whole holiday. Having to pay huge amounts of money because of one tiny weed that you were smoking. So be careful once you're in the Gambia. I've also mentioned about travel insurance. It's very important when traveling to anywhere. So just to keep your valuables safe, if something happens, theft, pickpockets or whatever, you always know that you can contact your travel insurance company and let them know what happened, and they might be able to compensate you with what you've lost, or maybe help you with it, however it works. That was it really in regards to crimes in the Gambia, and I just wanted to tell you guys some things that might actually happen while you're in the Gambia and what to look out for, especially this weed thing. It can be a disaster. That's all I'm saying. So be careful. And also, I did mention about your passports and everything. So just be careful, because passports can be stolen as well, because they can sell it to people that want to travel. So if you're a tourist, you have an international passport, be careful. That's why I did mention leave your valuables back in your hotel, because you don't need to be moving around with them. There's no point. So that was it for today, guys. I think I've mentioned things that I know you will be needing when you're in the Gambia. So just watch out for them. And that is it for now. And take care. Please make sure you subscribe if you're new to this channel, and keep your notification bells on so that you will see my next video when it's out. Take care. Goodbye.